Welcome back, my friends, to another episode here, and this may be our final episode with the Union guys before I leave for Italy. So we have to hold the Boatswain Hill in the Boatswain Woods, and I think if we can win this battle, we can leave, knowing that we did our part for the Union. I gain one rank up to Brigadier General, and, I think winning this battle would just be that extra boost before my guy retires to become the most prolific author of the American Civil War. I think that's what's going to happen to Agrippa Maxentius. He's going to retire, give his command over to someone else, and maybe even Grant, and retire to a more comfortable life. But for now, we've still got fighting to do, and there's a chance that his legacy will be destroyed here if we cannot hold these Boatswain Woods. So I am going to move some guys in. I like this hill. I might leave some units on top of it despite the lack of cover, just to kind of have a position to spot the enemy from. And in fact, we can detach some skirmishers here from several units just to watch this area and kind of like keep an eye out, basically. Put these skirmishers up here on the hill. So far, I don't see any contact from the enemy. I'm most concerned that they're going to come from our right flank, but I don't think that's likely. We just have to get the rest of our boys in here immediately. Come on, man. All right, Anderson P. Hill. AP Hill is on the way, guys. Of course, Anderson P. Hill, or Ambrose P. Hill, but it's actually best known as AP Hill, is on the way, and it looks like he's right in front of us, right where we put our skirmishers. It's actually pretty good to deploy skirmishers when we did. So I can see why everybody's always like, deploy skirmishers, deploy skirmishers. Yeah, good call, actually. So we're going to be moving these guys out this way. We'll go ahead and let our skirmishers open fire and then maybe even fall back. But I want to give our guys time to get into position. In fact, even being on top of this hill would be pretty useful. Bloom skirmishers. We'll send Waltons up there too, confuse him a little bit. Especially while they're moving. They're not going to like to be getting sniper fire from the woods. That's no fun. Although I don't think that these skirmishers are going to last very long. Come on, Blooms. Keep it up, boys. It looks like the enemy may be trying to move across this hill. They might be trying to hit our east, which would be the smartest idea, because that's where we are weakest. And more of AP Hill's troops are advancing. Branch, probably a few more of his buddies here. I'm going to let these guys get one more volley off, and then we'll start falling back. Maybe two more volleys. Actually doing some pretty decent damage to Field's unit. Maybe we'll get a lucky shot and hit Field. And as you can see, we're not losing a lot of men. This is one of the reasons why I may not want to pull these skirmishers back for a while. In fact, I would have probably liked to have another unit of skirmishers out here. We're basically just getting some pretty decent shots on Field while he sits here in the middle of a lake. 235, 234, we lost one man. Two men, okay, I can deal with that. Let's go ahead and hit Anderson with Blooms. Try to hit these guys on the flank. Sort of approach this almost like a piece of armor. You don't want to hit a tank in front. You want to hit a tank from the side. And it's the same with infantry units. In this case, they might have some time to get ready, but just that few seconds makes a huge difference. Oh no, we want to fall back. Oh, Branch isn't having any of it. He's like, you guys are not sniping us. Screw that idea. I was a little worried about that. We still got Haskell up here, though. Can he respond in time? Maybe he can. Delay the enemy just a little bit. Unfortunately, those skirmishers haven't routed. I'm going to try to get Blooms out of here. We might still be able to save Blooms. And who knows, maybe we can recapture Walton. The men have dropped their guns. No, I think we're going to move back. Why waste men? Forget it. Let them have that unit. Rebels continue to attack. Well, tell me something else I don't know. More rebel forces have been spotted incoming. And we got some cavalry reinforcements. Awesome. And I hope some of those are the cavalry reinforcements we actually paid for earlier. It's advised to send them to patrol northeast and warn us if the Confederates approach from that direction. And I'll definitely do that because, remember guys, that northeast is pretty weak. more of our troops will soon join us. Alright, good. So yeah, let me take the Johnson's unit. I'm just going to send them up here. Take a look up there. The rest of these guys we're going to keep right here. We do have a second line of defense, of course. There we go. What did I tell you? What did I tell you? An AP Hill is there, and sure enough, they're trying to get behind our lines here. So yeah, we're gonna have to send Vaughn up here. I was kind of erring on the side, not the side of caution, the opposite, because I expected them to come from here, but I was like, nah, they probably won't. And I pulled back, and of course they tried. Now, thankfully, it was just a skirmisher unit, but still, that is annoying. I want to make sure that they never return. Skirmisher surrendered. Beautiful, guys. We're going to send those guys back to our lines. They've dropped their weapons. Good idea. And we can actually send our boys after AP Hill. Imagine taking out a Confederate brigadier general here. Run, AP, you damn coward. Get him, boys. He's definitely going to take off. Alright, we'll turn our attention to the skirmishers. Greg is approaching. I want to make sure Baylor is behind this barrel. I don't just want him out here like a sore thumb. Here we go. The skirmishers are getting slaughtered. Beautiful. It looks like even Greg's men are kind of scared at this sight. They're like, what is going on? Managed to rout these skirmishers with Vaughn. I think we can go ahead and get these guys back to our lines now. They've done their duty. Of course, we can still send them over here to watch for enemy troops. So that's what we'll do with them, but we made our point here. Oh, they got some really nice rear flanking shots on Vaughn. Hoke. Get behind the line, boy. What are you doing, Baylor? We'll move Haas over here. Haas reminds me, isn't Haas the name of a pickle company? Like, I know I've heard that before. Oh, it's the eggs! Haas eggs! Do you guys remember those? Those little, Easter eggs? I don't know. Many of you probably have no idea what I'm talking about. That's what it is, Haas. I've heard that name before. I wonder if the two are connected. I wonder if Haas, the creator of the colored Easter egg, is related to Haas, the Confederate general. Anything is possible. It is a Confederate, right? Where is Haas? Where is he? Where is he? Sorry, our guy is Haas. So he was a Union general. Apologies. And yeah, he looks like he would make some colored eggs. But for sure, man. That guy's he's got Easter all over him. Let's move this way. All right, we're going to take the cavalry. Stop playing around with them. They've done a really nice job, and we're going to move them up here. I can see why somebody mentioned that the cavalry is extremely important. And it really is. I hope Anderson doesn't get a shot. Anderson's got a great unit, of course. So far, the enemy better try something. Looks like Pender is going to try to sneak in over here. We'll put Bloom behind the barricades. Keep an eye on Bloom. Pender is on your left flank. Alright, looks like they are approaching. Hoke skirmishers. Remember, guys, we got Hoke a really nice skirmisher rifle. Not sure if it's going to be that devastating. In fact, we should be firing from the woods. We're a bit too close for that now. Not very effective. It is not very effective. Pokemon flashback. Alright, this is not good. It looks like the enemy is getting past our line over here with Anderson. So I'm going to have to return here, and Haas will probably have to deal with Anderson before he gets to that second line of defense, which we are supposed to hold, but we're also supposed to be receiving reinforcements, so I hope that they get moving with those. So I'm going to move over here to AP Hill first, try to make AP Hill retreat, and that's going to make it's going to make it a lot easier for us to deal with Anderson. Get him. charge, boys. For the Union. No quarter. Anderson's pulling back. Well, you bet he's pulling back. There we go. Look at that. A lot of men going down. Can we rout him? Yes, we can. Unbelievable. That was an amazing cavalry charge. Just look at us running those men down. I feel bad for the infantry here. I really do. I think it's in their best interest to surrender because our men will not stop. Look at those sabers. I love seeing the sabers out. You could just tell this poor unit is suffering greatly. Okay, guys. Actually, Haas can move back over here. Maybe assist us with field. And I think that these cavalrymen have a long future ahead of them. I'm hoping that one of them is going to get a medal here. I'd love to take Anderson prisoner, though. Look at all those dead Confederates. It's just a slaughter of dead Confederates. Keep it up, boys. Keep it up. Go ahead here and fire at Pender, too. We've got that uphill advantage. We might have to move a little bit into not the greatest territory in the world. Come on, Anderson. This is just mean, man. I don't even feel like this is right. This goes against the rules of war. Please just surrender. He will not. He won't surrender, guys. We're taking down the whole unit. There we go. Well, he's going to rout. Unfortunately, he did not surrender. I'm assuming we did take out Anderson. I don't know if it's a mortal wound or just a wound, but we had to have done some damage. Let's move Haas over here. 2,000, remember? 2,000 in this unit. And we're going to move these guys over here. They're going to basically be able to sit out the battle just to make sure that they can keep an eye on what's happening on that flank. Right, there we go. Those skirmishers. I knew that they didn't have a long life ahead of them. It's just the way it is. Haas, make us some eggs. Alright, Greg is going to pull back already. It's kind of hard to get a shot on these guys, I'm guessing just because of the angle. There we go. I like that Loomis is getting some great shots. He is a little bit on the open here on the banks of the actual river, but I think it's going to be just fine. It won't affect us too much. There we go. Haas may have to regroup again because Field is moving over here. So I might move Haas just over here and leave him there. Good shooting. There's our cavalry. Are you boys ready for another glorious charge? Because you may be able to do it against Field if you put your minds to it. I think our boys are ready for another one. Come on, Haskell. Haskell doesn't seem to be able to get any good position, no matter how hard he tries. Alright, so Field's moving back. We'll go ahead and pull our cavalry back too. We're only going to respond if he starts getting close to this area, and I think once they see all those dead Rebs, they know that it's not a good idea to approach here, because they're not going to get a nice welcome from us at all. This is very close to Richmond, guys. I'm amazed that we were able to do pretty well in this campaign. I feel very sad that we're going to have to let General Agrippa retire, but I do think that a new campaign would be pretty cool, as long as everything goes well on the new laptop. And fire! Don't forget, guys, being in Italy is going to be tough. You know, I'm going to be in a country I don't really know much about, etc. So this is the best time, if anybody has ever wanted to donate to the channel, to donate PayPal funds to agrippaMaxentius@gmail.com. I can't stress that enough. I need everything I can get. So if you can do that, that really does help, and make sure that we get this series up and running again very soon. I think next time we'll try to play as the Confederates, which I've heard from many, and which undoubtedly is a much bigger challenge than playing as the much more powerful Union. Of course, the Confederates do have some incredible charges. And if we're going to play with them, we have to play a lot more aggressively. It's actually one of the few campaigns I think you guys will agree that I've played quite defensively in. Despite be usually liking to be always on the offensive, I was very defensive in this campaign. Partly because it forced me to be defensive. There we go, get Branch. I don't want him on this side of the river. If he's on this side of the river, we are not doing our jobs. Get back on the Reb side. So we need a bunch of Confederates on our side of the river. That's just unacceptable. And look at that. Elsie is getting hit hard. Even though he's got that uphill advantage, he is right in the middle of a huge open field. Really an open hill, more than anything. Take a look here. Yeah, definitely on an open hill. I'm going to go ahead and try to get Haas into the woods here. I think we need more men, although I don't think we have time to move. We may need to go ahead and just start firing. Probably a good idea. We're already out in the open, which is not good. You can see that being reflected in the amount of casualties we're taking. So if we're going to move forward with Haas, we've got to start firing now. I'm glad that Field hasn't gotten the bright idea to do anything to us, although he may be just watching for Johnson and Vaughn to come strolling through so we can get a nice shot at them. It might be a good idea to pull back here after this volley. Let's go ahead and do that. Fairly orderly pullback. As soon as we get behind those barrels, we'll be in a much safer position. Oh, we're low on ammo. Where's that damn... We had an ammo cart. There he is. And actually... I'm going to take Vaughn here, because if he gets up on top here of this hill, he can actually see what's going on all around him. It's another benefit to having cavalry, is that they are very mobile. Very good scouts. I don't know why Hoke is just hanging around. We're going to get you some ammo soon, Woods. Hang in there. And I know he needs it, because we need the firepower from Woods and his men. It's not good. Looks like Baylor's pulling back. We're going to send Haas to take his position. Let's see. We're basically seeing what we saw before. We know that they've got some more men back here. They've got men over here, but overall, in terms of attacking from the north, I don't see that occurring. Another thing is our reinforcements haven't arrived yet. When the hell are they getting here? I mean, it's not like we've really needed them. We've managed without them, but I think eventually it would be nice to have some reinforcements join us in battle. Hold your position, Baylor. Let's get the cavalry together again. Another thing I could do is try to flank Fields with the cavalry units and hit them from behind. But they could probably turn in time to do some serious damage to us. So I think I'm going to keep the cavalry in basically a what-if scenario. If they break the line or if they try to charge, I'll send the cav in. See, Seymour may be trying to charge already. Let's get Baylor to dissuade him a little bit, but while we're doing that, we'll start moving our cav. Just in case that's not enough. Move back, Rebs. Gave you fair warning. Oh, shit. Well, now we're too deep in to change our minds. Fulkerson! That was a very strange tune. Now they took off. Did you guys hear that tune? The trumpet tune was not very scary at all. A bit comical, actually, and I think because that was kind of a comical charge. So of all the charges, that was the worst today. Let's keep firing at Seymour because he's looking pretty green right now. Come on, Baylor. Nice. It's a rout. All along the line, we are holding. Now Field's trying to get another piece of the cavalry. Alright, Field, you want some of this? You want some of this, Field? Is this what you want? Sledgehammer? Yeah? Sledgehammer time. We did this once before and it worked out beautifully. Let's hope it works this time. Vaughn and Johnson. One from the flank, one from the front. Slicing Field up. This is what they do best. That's what I'm talking about. Look at that, guys. That's how cavalry is used. We must hold till the end of the day. My goodness, it continues. Unbelievable. The Confederate Army receives more reinforcements. Guys, it doesn't stop. And I mean, this close to Richmond, it kind of makes sense. Because, you know, this is right next to their capital. Of course, they're going to have a very large percentage of reinforcements in this area. So we're going to go ahead. We're going to try to still charge Fulkerson while he's occupied. Remember, these are cavalry, so their condition, it's pretty hard to lower their condition. It's almost always pretty good. We still haven't gotten those reinforcements either. There we go. Get them, boys. They're actually doing great. What I don't like is Seymour is getting prepared here. There we go. Slicing them up. Another rout. Another successful cavalry charge. Although now our men are probably going to take off. It's getting to the point where we pushed our luck. We've definitely done damage, but we pushed our luck. We got to get the hell out of here because they're just going to shoot us down, basically. Vaughn, you're running the wrong way. He's going to get captured. Better be careful. Ooh, flanking shot on Johnson. Johnson is going to take off the field, but you know what? He's done his duty. Can't hold it against him. One more shot at Fulkerson. Why not? Yeah. And actually, I'm going to get Baylor over here because it looks like Field may be trying to move over here behind the lines. Man, I love what the cavalry's done. Sadly, they both are fleeing off the field. At least they didn't surrender. But damn, did they do a good job. Definitely at the loss of hundreds of great cavalrymen, but they just wiped out thousands of Confederates just with their sabers. That is some vicious, vicious combat. Let's go ahead and hit Field over here. In fact, I already see him. Would love them to reform, but I don't think they do reform once they take off like that. Come on, Baylor. Give you full permission to run. Nice. Right into the flank, and it looks like he's already going to take off. But we've got Seymour approaching too. I'm going to go ahead and turn my attention to him. I think one volley is enough for Field, at least for now. He'll be back. I mean, it's commanded by a fairly good general. Might move Haskell up here. As you can see, Field is back on his feet. Baylor! Well, that center looks really, really strong. Confederate center here. And this is why we need those reinforcements. They will break us, just with numbers alone. Not to mention the reinforcements that are arriving. Yep, we're going to probably have to send Haskell here for now. Because we need more and more men to hold this line. Especially, look at that. Yep, it's a charge. What did I tell you, boys? Now, they are routing. Lawton's routing, but the rest of these guys are not. And Haas has been drawn into a close combat fight that I don't think we can win. I'm going to move Agrippa over here. Try to give these guys a morale boost. But overall, it's not looking very good. Yep, Haas has already lost his position. Archer's moving through. Send through some skirmishers, but this is a strong enemy line. There we go. Now the reinforcements arrive. Maybe just in time. These are all our boys too. All some of our units. So I'm going to try to move them up there as soon as they can get there. And hopefully they arrive on time to provide some much-needed assistance. It looks like the Confederates have taken the woods here. And And that is definitely a nightmare. Maybe Scales can get a nice canister shot off. Oh! Cannot manage to get that last canister shot. Move forward, Haas. And Anderson is getting behind us, son of a bitch. Yeah, I'm just going to have to let our reinforcements deal with him, hopefully, if they can get there on time. And Longstreet's division advances. We got Pryor on the way. A lot of enemy units arriving here. Stay strong, Agrippa. Can't let Agrippa run. You can retake this area. There we go. Nice. Move Haas up. In fact, I would love Haas to take this area right here. Whoever the hell gets there first. Haskell right now can basically just hold the line while they get into place. And there we go. Look at that. We've got already some enemy units to deal with. Not just regular units, but actual full infantry brigades. So they definitely were coming down here as well. And I'm not familiar with any of these Confederate commanders. Colquitt? Sounds like a really terrible soda. Get some Colquitt today. Yogurt soda. If somebody fucking brands that name, I will kill you. Alright, let's keep attacking. Here we go. Ames. Colquitt might... Colquitt. Oh, it is Colquitt. Sorry, I saw an R there. Colquitt's still a bit odd. May try to push our line, and I think it's exactly what they're going to do. They are charging all across the line here. Desperate Confederate charge. Maybe not so desperate because they're managing to break some of our men. Things look a lot more calm over here, where our guys remain behind the line there. So Harris focus on Rhodes. Rhodes we've seen before. Garland I've not seen before. And I want Porter to stay behind over here. I don't want him to get shot. Bain is back, guys. Remember Bain? He's already been wounded once before, or twice before, I think. This guy's taken a hell of a beating for the Union. Just done a really good job as a commander. And now he's got 2,000 men and some weapon upgrades. Let's hope that makes a difference. Looks like they've taken that location. This could get very serious, boys. This may be a fitting end to the campaign anyway, just this alone. And there we go, Rhodes is routing, absolutely awesome. I'd love to totally get rid of him, but he's probably going to be back. At this point, we can just try and focus our attacks on him from the woods, increase that firepower as much as possible, and try and get to our friends over here. Although despite them being so close, we are so far away, in the sense that getting to them is really going to require a lot of hard work in breaking through the enemy right here and retaking this spot. Get him, boys. Nice. Ames is going for the melee, and I like that Allen is following up the skirmisher, continuing to fire on the enemy. We're going to go ahead. We're going to attempt just a hard push. This is definitely risky, but if this happens, and if we can make it happen, then our men are going to be much better off for it. In fact, I'm going to charge with Ames. Come on. Make sure Rhodes doesn't regroup for a while at least. But I think Garland's going to regroup on top of that hill. Artillery! Look at that, guys. Tremendous amount of enemy reinforcements here. Wilcox, Archer. This is scary stuff. They've got a lot of Confederates coming here. And Pickett, of course. Terrified of Pickett. The man knows how to charge. Sometimes his charges don't work out, as you, many of you Civil War aficionados know very well, but when they do, he is an amazing, amazing attacker. So we're going to try and keep him back. He's got some nice wood cover there. Although, judging by this field over there, it doesn't really make much of a difference in this battle, since it's just so bloody. Somebody mentioned the battles are going to get bloodier. I didn't believe them. I thought we had seen the worst of the worst, but no. It gets more and more vicious as we go through the campaign. The further south we go, the more bloody it gets, which makes sense. Like I said before, this is the area where the Confederacy has most of their reinforcements, most of their men, and that makes it very easy for them to send reinforcements and help assistance to their armies. So we did secure McGee Hill. That's pretty awesome. We still got to go ahead and move over here to make sure the enemy doesn't push forward, because I'm sure Pickett, with the assistance of Wilcox, could break through this line pretty easily too. Get back, Baker. Harris is very ready to fight. Come on, Harris. We need a volley. Nice. Got Bruce and Harris here, as a matter of fact. And they've got the Lorens. Now, guys, that's the upgraded rifle I got. I mean, we've got even better rifles than the Lorens, but the Lorens is definitely better than our average standard rifle. Look at that. It's like a machine gun. Look at their numbers go down. Oh, I'm loving the Lorens. We need more of those. Move back, Garland. I wanted to get their numbers below 1,000. Move forward. Oh, you want to shoot? You want to keep fighting? Really? Well, okay then. If you insist. A lot of fighting there in the middle. Look at that. Wow. Lots of Confederates to our north. We're definitely going to have to split these forces. In fact, I don't think we have to send too much over here. I hope not, anyway. Well, then again, we got Pickett. No, we may have to send more than I imagine. So, yeah, we probably should keep moving with these 3 brigades, or at least 2 of them. Nice! D.H. Hill is getting hit there. We may have shot him. I think he probably just got into the woods and we're not spotting him right now due to the fog of war. No! Garland is behind us! We've got the Boatswain Woods right now. Turn my attention over here to them. Now Haskell is the only thing that stands in between the enemy and that position. Rally, men. Stonewall Jackson has arrived on the battlefield. Oh my goodness. He's going to bring a huge morale boost to the enemy. Okay, we did manage to get Garland to run, so that's good. And I'm going to get Agrippa over here near our lines again. Let's hope that this is enough to retake the position. You men are tasked with a tremendous task. Look at that. How did the enemy get behind us? Screw that. I'm going to go ahead and see if we could just move this way. I don't know why Walton got all the way out here, but we're going to move up here and retake that hill, without a doubt. Not so sure about this area, though. The Boatswain Woods. Come on, march! What's wrong with you boys? Alright, nice. So we retook that without much incident at all. Walton is still going nuts. I don't know what he's doing. But essentially, I'm going to leave this area on guard. And you could just see the amount of bombardment we took from enemy artillery and still managed to hold. There we go. So the enemy is going to try and break through once again. I'm very glad we got Agrippa out of there. And I just hope that we have enough time to take that area. May not be able to. be totally honest with you guys. Manson surrendered. Yes. Just a supply wagon, but still. Oh, wait a minute. Manson. That's their Manson. That's our Manson, you sons of bitches. Oh, dear. Alright, well. Keep moving Agrippa, and now we do have a huge group of units moving on the way. I hope this is enough. Keep Porter back here. We don't need brigadier general is getting killed. There we go. Law's getting smashed right here. So we routed Law. If we get into range, unfortunately our condition's not very good. I mean, if our condition was decent, I would definitely charge, because I think a charge would be the exact kind of aggressive action we need to establish dominance over this area, cause some serious chaos in the enemy lines, but we're really not in a position to do so. With 26 condition, our men are not going to charge very long. Hood is on the battlefield. Get Allen to respond to Hood. They've got a lot of different reinforcements on the way here. The whole army of Northern Virginia has arrived. We seem to be holding the north all right, but everything else is very flimsy. Let's fire on Branch. Sorry, I don't want to move. Just fire on Branch. Shit, flanking fire on Harris. It's looking pretty ugly. Captain Todd Allen is wounded. Allen surrendered. Yep, our men surrendered those skirmishers. Not really anywhere to go from here. We may even need to pull back to that second line of defense. Looks like Harris is pulling back too. He's just got some very strong units for once. Hold the line. Especially Scales. And there we go, guys. We still managed to get a victory at Gaines Mill, which is pretty badass. As you can see, we lost 7,502 men. The enemy lost 13,570. But they did take that one area, but I guess it wasn't enough to get a victory on for their part. And a lot of our guys got promoted, which is really, really cool. We also captured a lot of different stuff, and that's a decent victory for our army. So anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed that campaign. I really loved playing it. You know, there's always a special place in my heart for me. I'm going to save it here because maybe by some miracle I can get my dad to use a Steam Cloud file to send me these files. That would be really cool. Can't promise you guys anything, but I will certainly try. And I just want to thank everybody for supporting me this far. Of course, we're going to keep the channel going. I don't know how it's going to work when I get to Italy. I hope it's a pretty straightforward process and I can start uploading videos right away. But we'll have to see. I do hope you guys enjoyed the battle. Hope you guys have an awesome, awesome day. And make sure to hit that like button, subscribe, do all that fun stuff, share with your friends. And before you know it, we'll have another campaign going once again. Thanks, you guys. Take care. Have a great day.